Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to do this tutorial because a lot of people have requested it and it seems like something that people have such a hard time with, but once you know my special tips and techniques, you guys are gonna be able to do this at home, no problem. So keep watching and I'm gonna get you guys summer ready. Okay, so first off, I wanted to do this with dirty hair. I went to the gym this morning, I didn't touch it, I didn't put product or anything in it, and I literally just threw it in a ponytail. So most of you out there are gonna be doing the same thing, and this is a great way to show you guys, like, I am seriously super greasy and gross right now. That is why dry shampoo is our best friend. Okay, so today I'm gonna be using the Arrojo dry shampoo. This stuff is amazing. It smells like aloe vera and ginger, which is like so nice. So I highly recommend this product. I'm gonna show you how to properly do this first because for most hairstyles, your hair is gonna be dirty. So let's get it clean with a little dry shampoo. And this is super easy to do. All I want you guys to do is take your finger. Do you see how I just did that? You just take it and push it back. And don't worry if it's not a straight line, it doesn't matter, but as long as you get that section, we're just gonna take the dry shampoo, spray it in just like that. Flip that over, take our finger, pull it up, spray just like that. One more, perfect. And don't forget to rub it in after you're done. That's gonna make sure it really goes all over that scalp and absorbs everything that you want it to. So my hair already feels so much better. Look at the difference. Like, this stuff's awesome. Do the same thing, take my pointer finger, push it back, spray. Same thing, push it back, spray, and one more time. Perfect. And then just take your fingers, rub, 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 rub. Give yourself a little scalp massage. And we already have so much more volume. It looks so much cleaner. I love it. So for the back, it's a little bit different, but just take your fingers again and then take the hair up, spray, same thing, and then one more. And if you're like me, when you work out and you sweat under your neck, take your hair all the way up like this. Just give it a nice spray underneath. And one more time, we're just gonna rub all of this in. Okay, perfect. Now that we are 99% dry shampoo, we are going to section our hair in the place that you want this look to be styled. So what I mean by that is, I like my hair to be, it's kind of off center. I don't look good with a super side part or like perfectly center, like my bangs just kind of have this weird cowlick and don't want to do it. So I'm gonna keep this right here at my natural part. If you want something more, you know, severe, you want to do like a really cool side part, like super heavy, so this has a ton of volume, go for it. But whatever part you want your hair to stay at, we need to part it now before we style or it's just gonna look weird. So I'm gonna keep mine right here. And now what you guys are gonna need is some clips and irons. Okay, so I just grabbed the 2 clips I'm gonna show you and use these. I personally, you don't have to use a specific brand of clip. I'm gonna link my favorites in the description below, and I really like those. They're affordable and they're much easier to use. I feel like with people doing their hair at home, you don't wanna get like a claw like this. It like gets tangled in your hair and it's gonna be annoying. So the ones I link below are the ones I would recommend for you guys. So first what we're gonna do is take our hair and we're just gonna section it like halfway. So this is for somebody who wants like kind of more loose beach waves, not so like curled. I don't really like my hair to look like I just did it. I want it to look like I kind of woke up and it was just, you know, naturally amazing. So that's the style I'm gonna do today. And then I also take a section from the back and I put this up. So it's just like that. And why I do that is I have thicker hair in the back than the front, like most people do. So half of this needs to go away because there's like 3 times the amount of hair back here. and up here there's only half. So you do one section here halfway, and then you take that middle section back and push it up. Okay, so what I'm starting out with, my GHD, love this iron. This is a 1 inch, so it's a little bit smaller, which I really like. Most people don't know the smaller the curling iron, the more tight the curl will be. So if you guys are looking for a curl that's actually going to be very curly, I would use this GHD iron, the 1 inch. That's your go-to. I also have the 1 1/4 inch. So if you can see the difference, this one is definitely a little thinner, this one's thicker. This one's really pretty for curls that are just like barely there, like mostly more of like a wave. I love this iron, so I'm gonna use both and show you guys right now. Again, heat up your irons. These turn on and make an amazing sound. Yours don't have to do that. It's nice because they're gonna beep. So let's wait a second. So see that beep? That means it's warmed up and ready. Your iron though, give it at least a couple minutes to heat up before you even start styling your hair. I think that's the #1 thing that people do wrong. They don't actually let their tools heat up fast enough and hot enough for them to actually do their hair. They want to start right away, and that's why your curl won't last and your style will just kind of fall out in the middle of the day. You have to curl, let your curling iron heat hot enough to get it to stay all day. So what I'm gonna do with this is, instead of coming up from the bottom, which is kind of confusing for people, I can do it because I'm a stylist, it kind of makes sense now, but most people, what I show them on themselves is to take it over their head. So we're gonna take this over and gonna keep it nice and long. And then we're gonna take like a tiny section here. We're gonna wrap away from the face. See how I'm taking this and I'm pushing it away? That's what we want. If we curl this toward the face, that's when we're gonna get like 1920s type of look, which isn't cute, like it just looks weird. Unless you're going for that style, then it looks amazing. But for beach waves, we wanna hold the iron down and we're gonna curl it away from the face. And what I tell my clients is, when you curl it like this, keep it below your eyes. So instead of coming all the way up here, keep it nice and low, and that's gonna make sure the curl lays really nicely and it doesn't have all this random volume up here, because unless you want that look, which is like a little more dressier and kind of more voluminous curls, you don't wanna push the iron all the way up here. It's just gonna look weird. So again, we're gonna reach over like this, wrap away. I do 2 times because my hair is short up here. If your hair is longer, wrap it all the way, and then see how I'm holding out the ends here? That's gonna keep them nice and straight. So you're gonna have that like tousled beach wave look. It's gonna look amazing. So I'm gonna let it sit for like 10 seconds. Don't be afraid, let it heat up. And I'm gonna pull it out, and then I'm gonna drag down. What this is doing is letting the curl cool while I'm holding it, so it's nice and relaxed instead of swingy. So see, we've got just like this really easy wave. If you wanted this to be tighter, just take it and wrap it even tighter and really let it sit, and then don't pull on it afterwards. So those are 2 really easy techniques for you guys. So I'm gonna pull on it and just make sure it's a little looser, and then take this and I'm gonna grab this section here. So same thing. I'm gonna wrap it, I'm gonna hold it down, just like that. And if your arm gets tired, I'm like literally resting it on my head right now like a pillow, because it does hurt after a while. This is literally a workout for us. Guys don't understand. Okay, so we've got it right here. Let it drop out. See how swingy it is? I'm just gonna pull it and let it relax. Perfect. See how it just kind of relaxed and set? So once we go past the ear, so everything from the front is going away from the face. Once you go past the ear, it doesn't matter. You can curl them in all different directions. It's gonna look cute. So I'm gonna take this and do it toward my face. And again, keep it nice and low and leave the ends out. So let's just give this like 10 seconds. 9, 10. Okay, we're gonna drop it out. Schwingy, we're just gonna pull it. Just pull and hold. Okay, awesome. So next section back here, and the back starts to get a little tricky. I mean, there's no way around it. You just kind of have to force it to do what you want. So I'm gonna take the iron back here and wrap it. And just try your best to get it all the way in there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Luckily, curls nowadays, the style is to really look like you didn't even try. So that's what we're gonna do. So like 5 more seconds. The back always needs a little more heat, so let it be on the iron a little longer because the back is always healthier than the front. Okay, so we're gonna let that fall, and I'm just gonna pull it. Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna grab this little piece down here, and I'm gonna do this one away. Same thing, just keep it in the back like that. And if you're nervous about burning your fingers, because I know this is really scary, they do sell gloves for people to curl their hair with. So I'm gonna link those below. There's one for $8, such a good investment, $8 to not burn your fingers. So definitely recommend that for you guys. Or you can always use like a ski glove. I've done that before. So pull it out, perfect. Now, usually people want to just start raking this out with their fingers. If you want the curl to last, don't touch them. Let them set and cool into this shape. And if you wanted to, do like a little bit of a light hairspray. I'm going to link my favorite light hairspray below. And it'll just create this soft veil of hairspray that's not going to be crunchy. And it's going to keep the curl longer. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so this is my favorite hairspray at the moment. It's by Living Proof. It's called Flex Hairspray. It literally feels like you have nothing in your hair, but it still gives hold, which is like the best thing ever. So I'll show you guys one more time. So just spray it a little and just let it sit. Don't touch it. So now we're gonna take the back clip off. So I've got this whole section back here. And then we're gonna take this one a little bit higher. So right there. And we'll just clip that away. Now I'm gonna grab the same curling iron and we're gonna do the front piece. The front pieces up here, like above your eye, are like the most important for this style. You wanna make sure these are perfect, and I'm gonna show you a really simple trick to get it to look great. So same thing, we're holding it over and we're wrapping away from the face. And then we're holding it right at our eye. See how that first curl, that first bend is right at my eye? That's exactly what you want. You want it to be right there because that's gonna frame your face. And same thing, I'm holding it straight down and I'm holding the ends out. I'm just gonna give this a little rub so we can like manipulate the curl to be nice and soft. I'm gonna drag this out. See how that just frames my face? And I'm gonna pull down. Beautiful. So we've got that really pretty wave. And then I'm gonna take this section back here. Same thing, wrap it, and then I'm gonna hold it down. Just like that. Gonna kind of rub back and forth just to get it nice and soft. Okay, let it go. We're gonna pull down, just like that. Okay, I'm gonna grab the back sections. This is like a big chunk, so I'm gonna split this in two. I'm gonna wrap this one, just like that. I'm gonna let it sit. Okay, sorry sorry guys, my card got full. So I was just doing this back section, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna wrap it and then hold down just like that. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna pull this out so it's not too schwingy and let it set. So we're just gonna let those sit, don't touch them. Then we're gonna bring down this next section. Okay. And this is also pretty much the most important piece, this one right here. Like these two front pieces are everything. So I'm gonna take this, I'm kinda gonna pull it forward first, and then I'm gonna again wrap it away and right at the eye. See where it is? It's like right there. So give this a second and kind of rub it back and forth a little. Okay, release it. And then I'm gonna pull it down so it's not too much. Awesome, let it go. Now the second section here, I'm gonna cut this one in half. Same thing, away from the face, down right at the eye. Just gonna rub it back and forth. I'm counting to 10 in my head, guys, so if you have finer texture, do 10. If your hair's super thick, do 15. It can totally take it, I promise. Okay, pull it down and literally pull this. Okay, we're gonna grab this guy, same thing, wrap him around, hold down. Okay, awesome. And I'm gonna pull it just like that. Okay, so here's what it should look similar to. Everybody doesn't have to have the same wave or curl. Everything should be, you know, fun and unique and to yourself. So if you like more of the curl going the opposite way up here, do it. If you like it a different way, do it. It just has to be what you like, and these techniques are gonna help you guys, but don't get frustrated if it doesn't look exactly like this. Like, just have fun and play around. So I'm gonna give this one more spray of hairspray, and I'm gonna move on to the thicker curling iron on this side to show you guys the difference. Okay, we're gonna let this sit. So okay, so to do the other side, we're gonna do the same type of sectioning. So we're gonna take it halfway like this, clip that back, then I'm gonna take this back section, I'm gonna tuck my finger back and take most of it up, and then I'm gonna clip that away. So you're gonna have something like this. Now we're gonna take our 1 1/4 barrel. Sorry guys, I'm all tangled down here. Okay, so we're gonna start off this piece down here. Now this side's a little different. You're not going over your head, you're going right into it. So see how I just flicked my wrist under like this, and then I'm wrapping this away. So this is a bigger barrel, it's gonna be softer, and it's gonna be a lot less curly, it's gonna be more wavy, which is really pretty. So give this like 3 more seconds. And then I'm gonna let it out, and I'm gonna pull. So same thing. And see how much it's just like a very soft wave instead of something that's like a little bit tighter. It's like super soft. And once we rake this out with our fingers, it's gonna be even softer, you guys will see. So I'm gonna take this section. So this is behind my ear, so I'm gonna do it away from the face. Same thing, I'm just holding my wrist down just like this. And give it 10 seconds. that out. I'm just gonna pull. Okay, I'm gonna grab this back section. Okay, I'm gonna do it away from my face, but it doesn't matter. You can do whatever is easy for you. And then I'm gonna drop it out. Perfect. Okay, so don't touch it. Same thing, taking the hairspray. Just give it a couple sprays. Suffocate yourself at the same time. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is take our clips out and we're gonna cut this in half again. So right here, like right at the temple, that's usually where I go, right above the ear, and then one at the temple. Right around like that. Now we're gonna take this again. I'm gonna take this section here. Like this. We're gonna wrap it down again. And we're gonna keep it right below the eye. Perfect. Now I'm gonna pull down. Okay, and now I'm gonna grab this back section again. And this one I'm gonna do away. And I'm gonna let it drop out. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this last section up here. And then I'm gonna take this front section. Remember the most important piece? I'm gonna wrap it away. And I'm gonna hold it right at my eye. And I'll rub it just a little bit. Let it fall. And I'm gonna pull. Okay, same with this section. I'm gonna grab, wrap, let it sit for 10. Okay, let it out and drop. And everybody's hair is gonna look different. Like, you guys might have a completely different hair texture than mine. So don't be discouraged if it looks different or it doesn't fall the same way as, you know, people we see on Instagram or whatever. They could have extensions, they could have, like, who knows. So do your best and do what makes you feel good. That's like the only thing that matters. Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna spray this side one more time. And I also wanted to show you two tricks. So if you're looking for more volume, which a lot of people are, take tiny pieces like this and curl them. So we're gonna curl really close to the root. What that's gonna do is these tiny pieces are gonna lay on the thicker, bigger curls on the bottom. And that means you're gonna get, see how much volume that already looks? Because it's on top, it like creates like almost 3D type of look. So we're gonna leave that like that. I'm gonna grab this, make this super tiny. Let that fall. And I'm not pulling these because if you want volume, we're gonna leave them nice and curled. Same thing, I'm gonna hold this up. Really let it heat up. And then same thing, let it fall on top. And see how much more volume you have up here? I personally don't love doing that because I have a lot of short layers. So I think it almost looks like a little too much for me. but for somebody with like longer layers and hair, this is such a pretty technique because it's so hard to get volume with girls with a ton of long hair. So this is really easy for you guys to do, and I think you're gonna love it. So I'm just gonna do it on this side just to show you the difference. And now that it's been like 10 minutes, we let our hair cool. What you're gonna do, take your fingers almost like a rake. Like think of that as like raking out your hair. We're gonna go from the back and forward, just like that. And it might pull a little, it's okay. And I'm literally just pulling everything forward. Awesome. I don't know what it is about pulling everything forward like this. It just makes these curls lay better. So give that a shot, see if you like it. If you don't like it all forward, don't be afraid to actually take your fingers and like rake this down or any other way. But to me, I really like when it's all forward. I just think it falls on my face really pretty. And then I always kind of scoot this back as soon as I'm done. So here's the one with a little bit more of those curls and volume, which I actually kind of like right now, so maybe I'll start doing that more. And then here's the one that was much, much more subtle wave, which is really pretty. This is for somebody who like just doesn't even want to look like they did their hair. Like very soft. I always kind of pop this up a little, just give it a little more volume. But see how soft and kind of effortless that is? Like there really doesn't look like it was curled. It looks like it was more of like just a body wave. So let me show you one more trick. So if you don't have a flat iron and you want your ends to be super, super straight, what I like to do is take the clip and be really careful with this. And I just close it and I drag it over. And what that's gonna do, see how that flattened that out? Like super quick if you curled a piece too much. So if you curled a piece too much and you're like, oh dang, how am I gonna flatten this? All you're gonna do is take this and roll it right over. And see how much flatter? So I'm gonna curl this a lot for you guys. I'm gonna show you how cool this is. Okay, so I'm like, oh, that's gross. That's way too curly. Take this and I'm quickly gonna run it over. See how much softer that is? And even if you wanted more, one more time, roll it over. And it's so much softer, so much more relaxed, so much prettier, and that's like a very quick way. Also, if you wanted these guys to be super flat, which is super in right now, just roll right over them. Just like that. And if you have a flat iron, keep that on the side, and you literally just take it. So after you're done curling, if that scares you with the clip, because it is a little scary, and you just take your flat iron, run it right over, and it'll soften it all up for you. Okay, so those are my techniques that I use in the salon every day and on myself. I really hope this made sense and you can now style your hair much more simply at home and that your hair is gonna be super beach ready. Please leave me comments below and like this video to let me know that you guys want to see more of these styling tutorials. I'm going to do a flat iron tutorial on how to do flat iron curls on yourself and how to do a really pretty like crimped almost wave on yourself that is super, super simple. So can't wait to show you guys that. Also, leave me comments below and let me know what you guys want to see. If there's some specific tutorial you want, let me know. I'm going to make it. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much, and thank you for always supporting this channel. I will see you guys next week for my next tutorial. Bye!